Today, you guys, I'm going to show you how I make my Instapot ribs. So here I am removing the membrane that's on the back of these baby back ribs. Now, I typically cook baby back ribs in my Instapot over spare ribs because they seem to turn out better, in my opinion. So you can leave the membrane on if you want on the back of the ribs. I take it off to make sure that the seasoning penetrates. The seasoning that I'm using is two different rib rubs. I added in parsley, garlic, and garlic powder and onion powder to it, and goya. I just mixed the two together and went from there. Now I'm seasoning it and I'm gonna let it sit on the side for about 10 to 15 minutes while I get everything else prepared for the ribs. You don't have to let them sit and marinate. Pulling off that membrane helps that seasoning get in there a lot more when you're cooking in an Instapot for this instance. So here is my cup that I'm going to add a cup of water. So I'm adding 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. If you don't have that, that's totally fine. It's optional. And then I'm adding about 2 tablespoons of liquid smoke. You don't want to do any more than that because then you tend to overpower the actual meat itself and it just tastes like smoke and not the natural smoke like out of a barbecue. So I set my Instapot to meat and stew in 17 minutes. Anything more than that, you literally are going to have a meat stew on your hands. So I did cut my baby back ribs in half and I'm layering them in there, 2 on each side, and then I'm going to pour the liquid in there. The reason you want to take that membrane off is so that that liquid doesn't wash off all of the seasoning, because you want the seasoning to stay on your ribs as much as possible. Make sure you turn it on sealing. So now that you've released the valve and they're smelling all good because you've released the valve and all that steam and flavor is coming out, now it's time to lay your ribs on a foil rack. On the foil rack or pan, you want to make sure you put some olive oil down because you're going to be using barbecue sauce and that gets really sticky, and sugary stuff tends to burn and get stuck, and you don't want these perfect ribs to get stuck. So I again made my own barbecue sauce in a way. I took 2 different barbecue sauces, some brown sugar, some Worcestershire sauce, mustard, and some of my own seasonings put together, and there's my barbecue sauce. So I'm putting barbecue sauce on all sides. You just see me putting it on the top, but I did flip these over and put them on the back as well. And I'm using a spoon because I couldn't find my brush to rub in the actual barbecue sauce onto the ribs. You can layer them as flat as you want. I just put them diagonal and kept it moving. You can put as much barbecue sauce as you want. Just make sure that the ribs are completely coated because you're going to put this under your boiler for about 5 to 6 minutes until you start to get that crispiness and it's all the sugar coating and nice, and there you have it. Instapot ribs literally done in like 20 minutes, and that includes the 17 minutes for your Instapot. As always, you guys, I want to thank you for watching. Please subscribe, comment, like, and share, and I'll see you in the next video.